down in the front was running. They saw something unhooked or something down there, wasn't it?
I had to get the batteries dead on it.
Battery.
So first I put the chains on it. Then I went to start it and the battery's dead. So I went out to the barn, got his battery charger, put on the battery, and them John Deere's had that red cap that you had to tip up. So I tipped that up and put the battery charger, got it running. Took the battery charger, wrapped up, put it over in the corner, and I went to slam the hood down and bounced up. And what the hell, I looked and I hadn't put that cover back down. Well, when the hood bounced up, it knocked that cover off. And I looked.
The cover went down.
Yeah, and the cover laid down on the frame under the battery. Oh, I didn't get that. So I peeled my tractor running, stuck my hand down in there, and I was going to feel for that, and I stuck that forefinger right into the flywheel. Right into the flywheel.
Oh.
With them curved
He thought he
fins.
got a shock.
Yeah, I thought I got electric because it went all the way to my shoulders.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I thought, what the hell are they doing? I had to thread my hand up out of there, and I looked at that, and there this finger's hanging, and it's all chewed up, and I'm going, holy shit. And I hollered at her, I said, Mom, what? I said, I just cut my finger off. I don't know, she said something.
I did, yeah. She gets a paper cut. Oh, wait, it's a bone. Oh, my God.
Anyway.
Oh, jeez. He did. She really
Dennis had his
like he's going to die.
67 holes off in her, the one that was in the garage. And at first it was just white, you know. All this Thursday just white.
Yeah, because you don't have to go too detailed.
Well, anyway, then I
Said, no,
I turned around
really
about the time it started
to me.
blood, and I got blood all over the side of his car and on the garage floor. So I'm screaming at her, what? I said, I cut my finger off. And anyway,
He said, no, I'm really hurt.
anyway, she finally come out there and looked, you know, and then she was panicked, and of course Susie was in bed with the flu, the only reason we was there, and Susie turned around to her and she said, well, Kohlers aren't home. And she said, what do you mean they aren't? Well, I tried to call Mrs. Kohler. She said, what the hell are you calling her for? You know, so she grabbed the phone, she called 911. Well, they sent an ambulance from Williamston.
Really?
Yeah, and they got to the house.
It wasn't the ambulance, it was the fire, wasn't
Well, it was a man
rescue.
Rescue. Anyway, they came from Williamston, and they drove in the yard with a thing of flashing and everything, and they found out what it was, and they didn't have an EMT. It was just a girl and a guy. So then they had to call Meridian, and they sent the ambulance from there. So for a few minutes, we had 2 ambulances in the yard. I'm sitting there at the table, you know, and I'm
throbbing.
I started pounding. The guy.
And Danielle, she was just tiny, and her grandpa's just her whole life, you know. And so the next Sunday they came out to see how he was, because Dennis was in Vegas. He didn't get to see all this, so he came out that following Sunday. Next Sunday, Danielle kept saying all the way out, is Grandpa all right? Is Grandpa all right? You sure Grandpa's all right? And of course, when she walked in, he's got this great big bandage and the thing on, you know. She come tearing through that, and she saw him, and her eyes got about that big, and she just backed right up. It just terrified her to see him like that.
They came, the second ambulance came, and this guy came in, and, well, hi, Ted.
Yeah.
I'm going, yeah, hi. He said, don't you golf out Centennial Acres? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, I see you out there all the time. I said, really? I've never seen you guys before. I said, well, I think my golfing days are over, because there's one finger just hanging, you know, and these are all chopped up. He looked and he says, oh, he says, they'll have you golfing this spring. I think that happened in February, I believe, wasn't it?
I would think so too. It's when they had the show out there.
Anyway, I think it was the first part of February. But anyway, I thought, oh, there ain't no way I'm going to be able to grab a golf ball. But I was there to play the first day of the league.
Were you?
1st of May, yeah.
On the internet, did you see those pictures of that golf cart? That guy that got hit with lightning?
Mm-mm.
What'd they do with the tip?
put it
I
back
guess
on.
they threw it away.
No, I thought they put it back on.
That's what
Yeah,
they
right.
No, it's
Right
gone.
here. Oh, that was
Well,
chewed up.
the one, this tip here.
Yeah, they put
had-
that tip back
Yeah,
on.
this was just hanging, they put that back on, and then this one
The
was
other tip,
chewed up all the way in here, and this one was broke and cut the tendon, so it got a kink in it. I had to wear a splint for,
A long
2 or 3
time,
months,
yeah.
trying to keep that straight, but that's as straight as it ever grew.
but the other finger, that was just all, just.
There for the longest time, my little thumb, I could just, or my little thumb, my little finger, I couldn't close it.
His little.
But now, for some reason, it's gone back, I can close it. Not as good as this one. I can close it. It's weird how I couldn't close that for a year or two, a couple
Mine's,
years.
that's as far as I can
After
hold
you
it right
injured your
there.
hand?
No, it wasn't even, it was some
Oh.
other time. I don't know why. It was just like so stiff,
Huh.
could never close it. But
That's
now
almost like atrophy. That's almost like you weren't closing it or something, and
Yeah.
it just never.
I'm back to normal now, though.
Yeah.